Well, today, Mr. White is working on his 93 Bronco. We got a whole bunch of rust to repair. So we're gonna try and put together somewhat of a how-to on how to deal with this problem. And he's got a quarter panel patch and an inner, and he's gonna try and avoid getting into the curve here. So just gonna cut it off below and see how it goes. So let's get into it. Now, before we get started, there's no red seal welders in the building right now. There's no red seal bodymen in the building right now. We have a red seal painter fixing his truck, and you should probably most likely remove all of your interior, this panel, your carpet, the sub box, so you don't have any fires. You know, probably the best recommendation I can give you right now. Just want to throw that out there. I don't want anybody doing anything stupid based on what we do. Now, this thing is completely rotted out. It's way worse than he thought it was. So he's going to cut the whole inside out first. And we'll see how it goes from there. So we have all the rust cut out using a grinder with a disc on it. And it's a really odd shape to try and bend a piece of metal. So it's easier, and this is not a show vehicle we're doing here. This is his daily driver that he drives all winter and summer. And so it's easier to lay a piece of sheet metal over top, weld it, and then you can cut off your excess after. Like I said, this is not a show vehicle. Yes, you want to do butt welding normally. But this is an ugly job. Mr. White works all week. He only has so much time to do this on the weekends. So he's going to get the inner done today and then do the outer tomorrow. There you go. That's your current update.
All right, day 2. I've got it lined up, clamped in place. So now I'm going to use a chalk pen, metal pen, whatever you want to call it. Mark my cuts. I won't mark the top because I'm actually going to go a little bit lower. I don't want to get into this body line. That just sounds like unnecessary work to me. I'm using the whole panel due to all of the rust on the inside on both sides. I only really need right here, but I'd rather use the whole thing and put some fresh metal in there. Well, there we have it. The rust is cut out. As much as I can get out anyway. Now to clean up everything else in here to try to prevent more rust. And then we'll clean the edges. Line up my patch and start tacking it in. And we'll do a time lapse of that too. saw in the time lapse. Stitched it all up, small little bits at a time to stop it from warping. It's gonna warp a little bit putting that much heat into it, but if you space it out and let it cool down, it will be better off. Let's try to see inside here. Got it all the way in. Now, to put this in. So for this one, I'm going to drill holes here, 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 over here, and then a couple straight up into the top. And then this face is going to get some panel bond into here to keep this nice and smooth, to not mess with it at all. I don't want anything warping this or causing any more problems with this. Panel bond is stronger and also better for rust promotion or prevention than trying to weld it anyway. Alright, all ground down, and I did the inside, but I couldn't film it. I couldn't really figure a good way to put the camera, so the new piece is in, spot welded there, over here, over here, and then glued, and then seam sealed. So that's nice and strong. This is all seam sealed and glued, and there's a bunch of glue right there. All inside on the back side of this has been painted to protect it from moisture. And now on to the rest.